Hello, everybody. Welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yeah, today I decided that after I worked on a coffee grinder for my neighbor, found out the motor was burnt out on it, so it's not worth repairing. I have all of these samples that I've picked up, and figured I'm going to do a little bit of processing and run some of them through. Now, this one here is not that spectacular, but I will post right about here, the one that I just crushed up. And what I do is I use the hammer first, and as you can see, it's been used. I'll give it a good whack to break it in half to make a couple of smaller pieces. And I can use this big tall one, but that's a lot of hand pounding. And I wanted to go a little bit fast just for sampling. So what I'll do is I'll put one piece, let's say a piece about this size. I'll put that down inside there. Okay. And then I have my air chisel here, a Harbor Freight air chisel. And I made this piece to go on it. And then I took a piece of foam rubber type stuff, that cushion stuff, and I put a hole in the middle of it so it wraps around here so I can slide that down over the top of here to keep anything from flying out when I'm working with it. And then I'll crush the heck out of it and give it a few shakes every now and then to settle the heavies down at the bottom, and the bigger pieces all sit on top. And I crush it some more. And then I pour it through this little sifter. Remember I told you about little pieces of wire I see laying around. I don't throw those out. Now this one I can either do the 1/8 inch or the 1/4 inch, or the 3/8 inch, 1/8 to 3/8. And I could just pull that small screen out of there and use the next size up to start with, and then put the small screen in there and break it down. But for this, I'm just using the small screen. And then I'll shake it into my pan here, and then I add a little water to the pan, and I start doing my little swishy swirl type thing. First I stratify everything by shaking it really well, and with some water in there, of course, to get all the heavies down to the bottom. So I already did that, and I just set this down, and I said, this would be pretty good to have this on video. And I said, well, let me set this down right here and start a video. It's about that time anyway. So I still have all of these other pieces here that I have to crush and run through. And some of this stuff is full of sulfides. You can see how it's just corroding the rock away. And this set too. And I know where each set of these came from. I do have them all written down. This piece right here goes with that, and this one and this one and this one all come from another place. So I've got those separated so I know where they come from, and this comes from a separate place. So that's off to one side. This was just something I saw and I said, interesting, I want to pick that up. Looks like it might be a bunch of magnetite or something. But anyway, back to this. So I did start panning this out, and all of a sudden I notice what we see right there, and right there, and right there. Huh? That look pretty good. I think it does. And I think there's a couple of little pieces down in here too. Yeah, pretty interesting. Anyway, that's a pretty good zoom, huh? So that's what I've been doing here this afternoon. But right now, it is getting chilly, so I decided just leave everything right where it is so I don't forget where I'm at when I get started tomorrow. And I'm going to close up here because we've got a frost warning for tonight. Imagine that. A week ago, we were sweating near 100, and all of a sudden we got all this strange clouds and stuff moving in. And they're getting some upper atmospheric rain over there. I think they call that Virgo, right? But they're getting rain over there. And they're getting rain earlier over there. And of course, right over our anti-magnetic area, I've got some clouds, but it's just chilly out here. It's not going to rain. At least I don't think it is. Now let me, my water bottle here I keep handy for panning when I'm working. I come out here to pan so I'm not spilling water all over the inside of my garage. So that's about all. Dogs have eaten. Oh, look at these clouds. I haven't been out here for a while. Huh. And then all the way down to the mountain, but in between just clear blue skies. Really weird. So the winds are picking up. It's chilling out here. And I was going to go to the store today, but then decided not to. I got a little bit too late, so I'll have to go tomorrow. Because there's just a few things I definitely need for eating, and I can check my mail at the same time. And just go on living another day. So I'm going to head inside. By the way, I do have another battery coming, and this is going to be an interesting one. So hang with me. It'll take a little while to get here. But they're usually pretty quick. And it's from my favorite battery company, of course, Wattcycle. And this one is a Bluetooth built in, so it should be interesting. And I'm going to be doing some real hands-on videos on that. And for those of you who are thinking about moving off grid, and I know I've got a couple of my avid followers here that are, and you're going to be moving to the cold winters here. This is something that'll interest you, and I'll tell you why while I'm doing the video, not now. But yeah, Bluetooth batteries are going to be the way to go in the future here. So you're going to want to see this one. All right, so that's about it. I'm going to close this off, go in and upload it. It'll be a fairly short video today, and we'll move on. The winds were blowing and howling last night, really nasty, but I was nice and warm inside, and I haven't even turned on the propane yet. So this is G Bear thanking you for joining me and signing off.